Yeah, your armpits stink. I know, your armpits stink like shit. You ain't got no power, man. What power, man? You're sitting there, you ain't got a job, you got no money in your pocket, you're broke. White flour more like. White powder. Yeah, that's fucking what it's all about. White powder. Well, I've got more talent, yeah, in my big toe than you've got in your whole life, bro. More talent, more knowledge, more swag. I've got everything, man. Better looking than you, bigger, stronger. Just better at everything than you. So, suck your own dick, because it's so little. You need to do yoga to try and do that shit. Can't tell me nothing, bro. You can't. Half my family's white, yeah? You understand? I know what white is, I know what black is. It's the same, you dickhead. You're a div. Sort your head out, man. You know what it is? It's like you got a brain of an ant. And there's people like me, I'm like lofty, I'm like cosmic. And you're this like little land creature sniffling around for food. You know, you're not on my level, bruv. I can educate you about this universe, about everything, your mind, your soul. You're just stupid, bruv. So roll with your little shitty ass friends, yeah? None of them really like you. Yeah, you're a dickhead. What you should do is think about your own family, get yourself some kids, get a life, enjoy your life while you got it. Because you're going to end up in the grave like everyone else. So why waste your time? Life's a blessing. You was given the gift of life. Everything here, was you giving it from you was born, someone's wiping your nose, feeding you? You're being blessed. Why spend your time hating when you've been given the fucking universe? Why don't you live in appreciation of that? Wake up, give thanks to the creator and just say, give thanks so I'm alive, that I ain't fucking dead. You know what I'm saying? That's what you should do with your power. Use your power to enrich people, human beings, man. They've already done the human genome experiment. They proved everyone's from Africa. So if you hate Africa so much, you hate yourself. You're actually hating your own grandparents. So you're stupid. Don't be stupid. Yeah, hate people for a reason. I hate loads of people for different reasons. But not just because of the way they look. That's the least of somebody. You understand? I've got loads of white friends and every single one of them are unique, different people. No two people on this planet are the same. So I don't stand next to no man unless he's got the same kind of mentality as me. The same kind of consciousness as me. That's who I stand with. Don't give a fuck what you look like. It's how you create your mind, is who you really are. You know what I'm saying? That's who you really are. It's not what you look like, it's who your character. What your knowledge is, what your intentions are. That's who you really are. That is the true you. And that's got to match with different people and it might not match with this guy. So you think you're white, but 10 of your friends you're not compatible with you. In loads of areas. The only thing you can say is I'm white, that's it. But you don't like the same music, the same kind of women, the same kind of food, nothing. And there might be some dude over there, Chinese, this, whatever he is, and he's got all these things in common with you. Except the way you don't look the same. That's only one thing, but you've got 9 other things in common. So you've got to do the mathematics. You know, I grew up in London, yeah, in England, in a very, very racist time. And I fought through that when we was young. And we grew up together. White, black, Asians, because we grew up in a different generation. So we see it was stupid because we was all the same. All my friends are similar. The Asian ones, the black ones, the white ones. If you've grown up in a certain culture, you're the same. You can realise we're all souls with, you know, experiences on this planet to have. And that's it. You're going to die, come back to the earth. You'll probably be a black man. Next time you come back, you'll be dark, big nose, and someone will be hating you because you haven't learned the lesson in this time. You can't leave this earth without overcoming all your darkness, your evil. Because if you don't, you're going to have to come back and do it all again. I swear down. Everything that's hurting you, if you don't resolve it, it's going to come and hurt you again. And so that's why you got to get rid of all your hurt. Get rid of all your anger, your hate, and just walk with love until you drop down. That's what you got to do because you're preparing for the next life. That's what you're doing. You've got to prepare your consciousness. Not just, you think people get thrown in heaven. How are you going to conduct yourself in heaven? Full of hate, envy, and all these weak, human, frail, you know, emotions? You got to overcome all that. You got to become like a god. And gods don't walk around with stupid thoughts. They have logical thoughts. Everything's calculated and mathematical. You know, so when I see a human being, that's a new equation for me. Nothing to do with some other equation. That's a brand new sum I've got to work out. You know what I mean? I can't just bag someone up because of the way they look. That's the minimal part of a human being is the way they look. That means you could be deceived by people. They're just smile at you, alright, mate? And then they take all your money off you. You know what I mean? They stab you in the back. You think they're your friend. Oh, they look like you. Nah, man. It's the people that look like you hurt you, bro. I'm telling you. The people that look like you, they're the ones that hurt you, bro. They hurt you the most. And the people look like me, they've hurt me the most. White people ain't hurt me. Black people have hurt me. Mixed race people, Asians. Yeah, they've hurt me. They've hit me from behind with fucking lumps of wood and all this shit. So it's their own people will hurt you, bro. That's who you should be fighting with, them people there. Because in America, the statistics is more white people are shot by cops than blacks. That's like white cops shooting white kids. A ton of them, bro. You understand? So you got to look at this white power you're saying is killing your own people. In a lot of ways, economically, politically, socially, it's all getting destroyed by some white people, but they're not they ain't got your interest at heart. Not at all, bro. They got their own future, and that's it. There's gonna be a few of them and none of us, unless you've got raw blood, which I have, and I might not look like it, but I have. You understand? That's what I'm saying. It's to do with bloodlines. Look, Obama, all them people, they're all related, you know, they're all cousins. All those presidents, they're all cousins of each other. All the Clintons, the Bushes, they're all family. It's family, bro. That's what it's about. Family. They look after their own. They don't care about you. They're just caring for their family. That's it. Everyone else is outside. You might think you're in a group, but you're not. You're outside. You're outside the winning team, and they want you to be on a losing team, which is humanity is on a losing team right now. It's on its knees. If you look around the world, the economies are dead. They've bankrupted everything. So they go to crypto now. Who's going to control the new digital currencies are going to be issued by government? That means everything you do, even if you sell a sock to your friend, they'll know about it. That's like the Matrix, bro. We're about to enter the Matrix. You can thank Elon Musk for that. Yeah, and it'll fucking... It's going to be horrible, bro. Yeah, in England, they've already made it illegal nearly to protest. They're going to do that in the States. Watch soon. That's why they let it go crazy, so they can ban it. You know what I mean? And when there's no protests, you end up with a civil war. That's what you end up with. It either goes that way, or it's going to go like totally oppressed. Because if they unarm your people, they always talk about unarming your country, yeah? Once you get unarmed, it's game over, mate. Trust me, bro. You're going to be like this. It's going to be hands up. Everyone at your eyes. What are you going to do? If you go, I'm white though, I'm white. Yeah? Get in there. Like you're white. Move. Trust me, bro. There's going to be no solidarity, bro. Because there's a them and us. And you got to realise you're not one of them. There's the them, they're elites. If you're not one of them, everyone else is the other bottom of the pyramid. Whatever you look like. And the truth is, the family is the unit that's being targeted. See the family, man, woman and child? That's the foundation of humanity. Man, woman and child. But now there's too many options. You've got 20 options now. You could be this or that or something. You know what I mean? All these different genders and that. So just the normal family is going to be a rare thing. It's going to be a rare thing for the normal family, man, woman, child. It's going to be some strange world. You should watch a film called Brave New World. Have you ever watched that? Yeah, watch it, bro. Watch this movie if you can. It's on YouTube. It's an old movie. I read the book, and there's 1984 as well. They're two like good ones to watch. 1984. I read the book first. The movie's perfect to the book. Both of them actually, word to word. The Brave New World's got two versions. There's an old version from the 50s, and there's like one done in 1980 or something. But it's exactly the same script. They haven't deviated. But them two are really good because it kind of shows you the kind of, in brackets, utopian world they want. And it's a world of no soul, bro. You know, it's like no history. You're not allowed to know your history. No one can know their history. It's just you're all in the moment, and no one can have real relationships. Like if there's a scene in there. A woman, she goes to a man, "What? You don't have multiple partners?" She's like confused. Like we don't have these loving relationships. They just have sex and move on, and they take these pills. They're called Soma. It's called just to keep them sort of like on the meds. It's a weird film, but watch it. It's cool. It's like I don't think they're gonna get a world like that, but they're trying to. That's what I can see. And like me, I was a Trump supporter from. I've been a Trump supporter since the 90s. Before he was in power, I was. See, people always like I'm in England. I got Nigel Farage. He's our UK equivalent, yeah, of like a mover and shaker. So one man that can just galvanise the whole country and make a political party, literally on one issue. That's what the guy does in England. So Trump's like that. But the reason why I followed him, just because when he used to speak years ago, I remember the policies that he wanted to implement. Yeah, all the things he was upset about. I remember those things. So when he come into power, years later, 25 years later even, he's gone about doing every single one of those problems he had to solve. And the thing about it, yeah, it's like a kind of Christ figure, a political Christ, because you beg for a politician to come and do everything they said they was going to do. Be for the people, solve all the problems and everything. Be a leader, be strong, but be sensitive, be this and that. So he came in that perfect mould, yeah. And you see how the left totally crucified him. I mean, he got crucified. I sit and watch Senate. I'm in England, but I watch. It's like I live in America. I like the politics over here. It's more interesting. So I watch all the Senate committee meetings. I watch the Pelosi's. I see how the Schumers. I see how they all do it. I see how they got him with the collusion. They tried to get him, impeach him, and they tried to impeach his character to start with. I was saying he's touching up ladies. That's where they first started. Then they done the collusion with Russia and all that. When all the time they're the ones in bed with Russia. It's just a joke, you know. It's stupid. It's just, but because the media, people wake up and only watch CNN or these other stupid medias. Fox News is a bit biased, but to be honest, you're going to get more info on there than anywhere, like in a Republican sense of the word. But the way they've got things mixed up, like when the people used to talk about fascism and all that, yeah, Hitler and all that Nazism. Do you know that fascism is socialism? Fascism is like the Democrats. So it seems like it's on the right, but it's not. What it is, it's a government controlling everything. Your mind, your soul, your wealth, you know, your behaviour, basically. Telling you can't say this, you can't say that. I'm a grown person, you're talking to, or you can't tell me what to say. But they will. They'll make laws like you can't do this, you can't do that. So that is when Hitler got into power, he had a socialist party. He was a bit of a leftist, right? And he lived in the slums, and he see all these people with all the money, the fat cats, and he hated them, yeah? Of all races, didn't matter who they was. He just didn't like people who was too fancy with the money, yeah? But he actually looked at the Democratic mandate and said, boy, this is a bit harsh. I'm telling you. He actually looked at their mandate and thought it was too harsh, too hard. So if you think about it, it's like a bait and switch. Because the true reason why I love America, because it's the only country on earth that has the idea of freedom. I don't know if you've got all the freedoms you started out with, but you definitely had the idea. And if you look outside, no other countries really got that, apart from kind of England in a way, but not as much. I think it's for the people, by the people, is the only way it could work. Because any other way is a form of tyranny, to be honest, or imperialism. Which, you know, if you've got a good leader, you know, and he cares about you, it works, you know. But if you've got a motherfucker that just sells everyone out and it just, the knickers are down, anyone can fuck. Like right now, the guy on your throne, where you're at, he's so compromised, it's unbelievable. He's just got the loosest baggies, loosest drawers ever, like, and This is so funny. You've got the opposites. You've got yin and yang. You've got literally the guy that can chat, you know, that can do it all, and you've got the guy who can barely say a sentence. Like the guy you got in power literally cannot speak. Like he can't think. He just, like, Sleepy Joe is the name. Like, I think it's perfect. You know, he literally is asleep. He was sharp one time, and he was a motherfucker when he was sharp. But now he's this. He's like dead. He's a corpse. I swear down, he's like a zombie or something. I don't know. It's weird, and I think he's definitely a press media blackout, because no one would vote for that motherfucker. Yeah, and I know that something will happen to that election, because how can you have a man that's like Elvis, like wherever he goes, he's got 40,000 in stadiums listening to him speak, where the other guy, he can barely fucking fill out the back of a supermarket. You know, he couldn't fill a car park. You know, he couldn't. No one wants the guy. So how does he win, and the guy that everyone wants don't win? Only history will tell. You know, who knows? But I mean, I'm a believer in the Creator. I believe in the Christ. I believe that, you know, this country or these Western countries have to survive, because without the Western value of freedom and human rights and all these other things that we brought, the Western powers brought that. There was no human rights before these Western civilizations. No one had human rights. You understand? You get crucified in the street. Yeah, imagine you lived in the Roman times. Yeah, you fuck with the Romans, yeah? They're going to crucify you in the street. You can't say nothing to them at all. But you're going to protest, you're lucky, don't show your face. They'll catch you, yeah? They even caught the Christ. So if they can get the Christ, how are you going to not be crucified? That's why the way the world is run now is to rock you to sleep. You understand? Because it could go both ways. Yeah, if we did stand up, the whole world was to stand up and realise what was going on, we could end it in one day. But that ain't going to happen, bro. There's only a few awake. Now, I'd say spend your time trying to survive. Get yourself one of them, you can get these whistles where you can drink out of dirty water. You understand? You need to be able to survive. And just don't forget the red instincts, because that is really what you got to do. Very soon you may have to, because when that electricity turns off, there's going to be no water pumping down that tap. You understand? And you're going to have to learn how to get water and get other resources. So I've spent my life learning how to survive. You know, I was trained military when I was young, and I never lost that. I survive in the field. So I'm an urbanite, but I remember my fieldcraft training. So, but I know the world's going to change soon, and just be prepared interpersonally. Have a good team that you can rely on, people that you know is going to be good in the stressful times. Because imagine like it all kicks off and there's no one, it's just you, your missus and your kid, and you're like, right, I ain't got a tent, I can't even light a fire. You know what I mean? You trust me, you'd be left short, like fucked. You know what I mean? And you'd be begging someone for help. And then so me, I don't like to beg no one for help. Me, I like to be prepared and stand on my own 2 feet. You know what I mean? Because me, I walk on my own. No man on this earth is responsible for me. Fuck them. You know, unless you're gonna walk with me and be righteous, then walk in the valley of death. You know what I mean? That's the way I see it. So it's nice seeing you. His white power is great because I got white in me. Black power would be great if it was balanced with white power. Yin and yang has to work together. You know, the way I see it, we give so much to each other. If you really think of it, over the years, we give so much to each other in terms of entertainment, culture, and we do give to each other. We do appreciate each other. It's hard to say that, but we do. And if you really look at all the inventions that was made by black people, some vital ones like heart surgery, brain surgery, refrigeration, there's loads of great innovations on both sides. I just think humans are human. The way I see it, just character over colour. That's the way I see it in any person. Then you'll never get tricked. You'll never be tricked. You know what I'm saying? In life. And there's many shades of characters, man. So me, I spent my life trying to educate myself about these shades of characters, because they're way more subtle than the obvious. And that way you get smarter, man. You get wiser. No one can trick you. And there's a lot of bastards out there. They're always trying to trick you and get you into a compromising situation. So yeah, man. Salute, yeah. Just remember as well, Hitler, he was Jewish. So if you follow him, you know, that makes sense, does it? But he was. And Churchill was. It's just a bait and switch, man. You know what I mean? It's a bait and switch. Just, you know, just pray for a golden age, man. Just pray for a golden age on this earth. And I hope I'll see you there, you know what I mean? We can continue this chat. Bless.
What are you streaming on?
Yep, Sour Diesel, bro.
What are you streaming on?
I'm just using OBS.